honestly, it's good to just have the camera on again. I was gonna try to shoot something today, just can't get to do it, but it's good to have it out. Got back from our trip, and every video I shot was on mobile since then, and I just got into that routine, and I don't want that to be the case. So did a launch pad just to talk about the push to get back at it again. Before the trip that happened on January 25th, I was pushing hard, mainly to get 50 subscribers. And for a new channel, I know it's annoying, but when you start with 0, myself, I was the first subscriber, my daughter was the second. You know, there's videos that talk about that when I had 2 subscribers, and I found out that I needed to get to 50, and I didn't want to tell anyone that I was doing this because I wanted to see what would happen if I just posted, and I just wanted to see what would happen. In the end, we had to tell a few people. They joined. That was helpful, and I'm pretty sure not very many of them are watching the stuff anymore, which is kind of the challenge. Like, you don't want to, and I got to keep close to this because I don't think the mic picks up too far away. You don't want to tell people you're doing this, because if they don't watch it when the algorithm sends it to them, if they subscribe, then the algorithm thinks you suck. And maybe I do suck. But because they subscribed, potentially in a charitable way, I hope the lighting's okay. Kind of just threw the camera on just to start again. If they subscribed in a charitable way, you know, they might not care to watch this goal accomplishment, technology, communication platform. So even though they know me, maybe this is not their thing, and it's totally understandable. I don't watch what they watch, and so that's why you don't tell people you're doing this. Honestly, best advice I can give is don't tell people you're doing this. But then you have to grind to actually put out material that finds an audience, and that's what I was working on before the trip. And then went on the trip, and then I just did the 9 at 9s every morning, and I've since been doing those. One pivot, though, on those is that when I do mobile live, which is what I've been doing now for 4 days straight, YouTube is promoting those. And again, not huge, but the traffic to them is way better than the traffic to the lives when I did it on my laptop. And it's because they're pushing them into the shorts on the phone, where people are using YouTube in a normal way, like TikTok style. So you'll be flipping through shorts, and then you'll pop into a live, and so then I'm getting viewers, and now my job really is to give them enough quality that maybe they come and check out the videos on the normal platform. And what I've heard is that that's probably not going to happen that often, and it's totally acceptable. It gives me access to a different audience. The 9 at 9s, the live format, is something that I'm just keen to do, and I just love it. I love that consistency. It's good practice, and I know it'll happen, and I'll put in the time to make it happen. So, but I haven't turned the camera on, so that's why I turned it on to do this launch pad, to just get back to having the camera on, getting the lights on. I don't have one light behind me set up because on the mobile live, the thing picks up the whole room. So when you put a phone on your tripod, it picks up vertically, obviously, and it goes all the way to the ceiling. And this is a tall ass room. It's a completely different vantage point, and you have to pay attention to the room setup when you change that, which is the fun, which is the challenge. So the point of Launchpad, and I only did one so far, and I'm frustrated that I didn't do more. But again, did the trip, went on a cruise, was not going to do Launchpads while I was there. And then today I was all about shooting a new video, and the damn sound in the room made it challenging, and I have dance lessons with my wife tonight, so I'm just going to do a Launchpad. And I'm going to get the rhythm of these, and it's going to be just like this, where you're getting me just talking about what I'm doing, how I'm working on it. and what the progress is. So there's two parts to this. I've shared it before. If anyone has seen my stuff, there's the YouTube platform, which is trying to help you, and then there's an organization that's going to get tied to that, and that organization is going to be hiring people, right? So people that have the technology skills or want to change their careers and do this kind of work, whether it's analytics, AI, project management, data analysis, like the whole thing, UI, UX. Honestly, like, that's part of my job, is to get information to you about what those jobs are and then connect you, right? So not in a recruiting type way, but more in a community type way, because that's what I do for work, and I know it's a necessity. Like, honestly, I'm passionate about it. I love this stuff. We need people, and not only the company that I work for currently, but other companies need people, and I just want to build a community that learns what's available and then applies and gets the jobs and grows and makes more money and go from there. So that organization has to be clearly off of YouTube, and so setting that foundation up is the side work and what I'm also working on. So can't get a lot into the details of that now. Want to, but I'm still holding back. But at least the legwork is beginning, baby steps. So most of what I'm going to talk about on Launchpad until then is going to be the effort to build the channel. So for those people that want to start a YouTube channel, now's the time, because I'll tell you what I'm doing. You could do exactly the same thing, not in the same niche, preferably, but that would be weird if you actually had the same niche. So I'll tell you the playbook. I mean, step one was for me to find what there is about me that makes this a channel worthwhile, and what there is about me is I hire a shit ton of people, and I hire people who do technology consulting, regular consulting, but mainly around the digital side of things, and they do well. So why not take my 30 years of experience and share that? And that's my niche. So start there, find out what you bring to the table that people would care about, and it could be anything. Like I talked the first Launchpad about, or I can't even remember at this point. I put up so many fucking videos that I can do a lot of different things, but this one makes the most sense because it's tied to this organization that I want to build. And then figure out the videos that you want to put up and script them, and decide if you want to go hard script. Like, I don't read the scripts usually, actually, at all. Clearly I'm not reading anything now. But I don't read them. I kind of get an idea about them, and I add a little story to them, and then I shoot them, and then several takes on occasion, and then you have to edit. So I'm editing with Premiere Pro. That's my choice. You could clearly do anything. And I actually have a proper camera. I have a Sony ZV-E10, and if you give a shit and you want to put in the comments that you want more details about this setup, I will give it to you. I have a mobile stand that moves around with a light on the top. Gives me flexibility in this space. It's a small office. My Launchpad is not big. I have that, so I have a significant light above it that kind of turns around. I've got that little red light in the back just to give it I like that color a ton. You see it in everything I do. I added this new light in the back just recently. It's actually a gift from my son. It's pretty sweet. I have a Rode mic on the top, a shotgun mic that I'm using right now, but then I just got this bad boy, so I'm pretty happy about this. It's not connected yet, but this allows a lot more flexibility. Gives me that podcast look. We'll see. I think it's going to sound better. Going to use this on Mobile Live tomorrow as a test run, because it allows me to use a C cable to plug right into the phone. Really happy about this. Got to get it out of the way now. So it's baby steps, in the beginning, my videos, like, I'm not saying they're super now, but they were really bad. And I expected that. This morning I shot the 9 at 9, which is every day at 9 a.m. Realizing I'm running out of time, so this won't be that much longer. This morning, 9 a.m. every day, 9 at 9. Definitely check those out. I shot a video about self-doubt. And you eliminate self-doubt by just turning the camera on. Like, that's like, I hadn't turned the camera back on since I got back from the trip. It's just like going to the gym. Like, you have to just get back to it. I needed to shoot something today because I was just like not shooting with the camera. The 9 at 9s are kind of in a rhythm, but I'm not. I need to shoot these. That's where the improvement is. Of course I made improvements with the mobile and everything. Like, I've made improvements there, but from a shooting perspective, having the camera and the whole setup, it's just a way better, it's way better to me. But self-doubt is why I just started. So in the beginning, they sucked. They aren't fantastic, but they're better. And the consistency and the action of working on it and doing it removes the self-doubt. In no way do I feel like I'm a YouTube creator right now, but I am way further along than I was. Way further along. So just honestly start. That's my recommendation. And since I'm doing this, I'll share the details. You can ask questions. There's a ton of people putting out so much information about how to do it. But honestly, like, don't get caught up in that, because just like lifting at the gym, there's a million opinions about how to do this. Should you be consistent? Should you go every day? Of course, I bet someone would say you're shooting too many videos. But I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do. I want to go live every day, and I want to do this authentic shooting the shit version of my stuff, and then I want to do the scripted things which give you proper information. And so do what you want to do. You could actually get to know other YouTubers by commenting on their stuff that are starting out like me. We'll check your stuff out, we'll give you feedback, but better still, just put material out, target it in some capacity, provide some information to a group, and see if it gets picked up. In the beginning, my videos actually got picked up quicker than I thought, even in a small way, but then I fucked it up and changed the direction, and so it's kind of rebuilding now. Now the power is rapidly reducing. I didn't intend to go too long on this anyway, so the timing could be good. I didn't change the battery before I turned it on. I just turned it on and shot. So my recommendation is, if you're thinking about doing this, don't watch all the videos. There are people that literally are building a YouTube channel. I hate to be an asshole, but I'm old. There are people building YouTube channels around helping people build YouTube channels. They're building a YouTube channel by telling you how to build a YouTube channel. And it's working. It's literally working. Like, it's working. They're getting a shit ton of views. It's crazy. But I think you build a platform, a channel around a subject, and then you get good. Like Ali Abdaal, like, I respect his information because he's built it. He's done it. And there are others that I totally respect and I listen to. Like, those are the ones I listen to. But all the other people that have videos about how to do this, and that's what their videos are, like, that's not really, like, you just get caught up with all sorts of advice. So just do it. Get the basics down, obviously, but don't feel like you have to overthink it. You don't have to overthink it. Just take the action. All right, signing off for this launch pad. I'm in sprint number 3. Lost track of the days. It's 3.5. So the way I'll name these is by the sprint. So I'm in sprint 3, day 5. Third sprint of the fourth sprint. I'm so stupid. Yes. Sprint 4, day 5. So it's sprint 4.5. and I have 9 days in each sprint. So that's what I'm in. Like, and it was weird because the vacation like was at the beginning of the sprint. So that's how I'm going to number these. As I do these more frequently, which should happen now, I'll have more detail about the sprint that I'm in and what that all means, so that you can learn about that too. And I'll share the specifics of my project management style and how I get work done. So more to come. Thanks for checking this out, and look out for more.